Caracas, Venezuela. Nestled amidst green hills, the city once shone with promise, a beacon of modernity and progress in South America. Today, however, a veil of uncertainty hangs in the air. Caracas bears the unfortunate title of one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Fear is a constant companion. The streets echo with whispers of violence, of despair. What transformed this vibrant metropolis into a city of shadows? The answer lies in a complex web of social, economic, and political turmoil. The roots of Caracas's current situation run deep. Decades of wrong decisions and unfortunate circumstances have brought the city to its knees. The once thriving metropolis now stands as a testament to the consequences of mismanagement and neglect. Venezuela's dependence on oil made the country vulnerable. When oil prices were high, Venezuela prospered. But when prices plummeted, the economy's fragility became apparent. The crash in global oil prices left Venezuela exposed. Foreign currency reserves dwindled, and the country struggled to import essential goods. The economic downfall was swift and severe. Disastrous economic policies crippled businesses. Factories stood idle, and nationalization stifled innovation and efficiency. The government's attempts to control the economy only deepened the crisis. Investment dried up, production plummeted, and foreign companies withdrew their capital, leading to fewer jobs. The lack of investment further exacerbated the economic decline. The government's response was to print more money, exacerbating inflation and pushing the country towards hyperinflation. Prices of basic necessities skyrocketed. The currency lost its value. Years of authoritarian rule eroded democratic institutions. Elections became a sham, and trust in institutions crumbled. The political landscape became increasingly unstable. Corruption is rampant, and dissent is met with brutal repression. This climate of fear has stifled any attempt at change. The government's grip on power has tightened. The citizens of Caracas are trapped in a cycle of economic hardship and political oppression. Resilience and solidarity are their only anchors in a sea of uncertainty. Long lines for food and basic goods have become a common sight in Caracas. Citizens often have to scavenge for resources, relying on community support to get by. Despite the overwhelming challenges, there is still hope and resilience in Caracas. Community initiatives for change are emerging, and the spirit of the people remains unbroken. For the average resident of Caracas, life is a constant negotiation with danger. Every day, people must be vigilant and aware of their surroundings, always ready to react to any threat. The city streets are a minefield of potential threats. Every corner could hide danger, and the tension is palpable in the air. People walk quickly with furtive glances, trying to avoid risky situations. Violent crime is rampant, fueled by poverty, inequality, and the proliferation of gangs. Gangs control many areas of the city, making it difficult for residents to feel safe. The specter of kidnapping hangs in the air. Families live with the constant fear that one of their loved ones could be abducted for ransom. Even the most mundane activities, such as going to the market or taking public transportation, are fraught with risk. People have to carefully plan their movements. "We live with fear as a constant companion," says Maria, a shopkeeper. "Every day is a challenge, and we never know what might happen." Maria's story is not unique. It is a reality shared by countless Caraquenians. The community unites in fear and hope, trying to support each other in these difficult times. Power outages are frequent and unpredictable. This makes it difficult for families and businesses to plan their daily activities. Water shortages are common. Families have to queue for hours to fill their water containers, and they often have to ration their water use. The healthcare system has crumbled. Hospitals are in a disastrous state, with dilapidated facilities and a severe shortage of qualified medical personnel. Patients are often turned away due to lack of beds and medicine. The situation is desperate, and many see no way out. The economic crisis has hit the poorest and most vulnerable segments of society the hardest, leaving them in dire straits. The streets of Caracas are a testament to this harsh and painful reality. Makeshift shelters line the once grand avenues, now symbols of decay. Children with distended bellies beg for handouts, innocent victims of the crisis. The elderly scavenge through garbage, desperate for sustenance and dignity. The middle class, once the backbone of Venezuelan society, has been decimated and impoverished. Their savings have been wiped out by hyperinflation, leaving them with nothing. Many professionals have been forced to take on menial jobs to make ends meet and survive. Teachers, doctors, and engineers now drive taxis or sell food on the streets just to get by. The gap between the haves and the have-nots has widened into an unbridgeable chasm. While the majority struggles to put food on the table, a privileged few continue to live in opulence. This blatant inequality fuels resentment and the cycle of violence that plagues the city, making a critical situation even worse. The stark contrast between rich and poor areas is visible even from above, highlighting the deep divisions within the city. Community kitchens have sprung up to serve meals to the needy, a testament to the resilience and solidarity of the people. Volunteers tirelessly distribute food and supplies, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the despair. Despite the hardships, children find moments of joy, playing in dilapidated playgrounds, a reminder of their enduring spirit. Caracas has become synonymous with violence. The city consistently ranks among the most dangerous in the world. Murders, kidnappings, and armed robberies are tragically common. Residents live with the constant fear of becoming victims of crime. The streets are now dominated by armed individuals, creating an atmosphere of terror. Police forces, demoralized and under-resourced, are often unable to respond effectively. Many officers feel abandoned, unable to protect those they swore to serve. Their presence does little to reassure the frightened populace. Gangs, fueled by drug trafficking, operate with impunity. They extort money from businesses and terrorize residents. The influence of these gangs affects every aspect of daily life. The government's response has been inadequate. Heavy-handed security operations often result in human rights violations, further exacerbating the situation. It is essential that the international community intervenes to help restore peace.